Now to the complex world of artificial intelligence. AI really seems to have become pretty common in everyday life. New tonight, one local law enforcement agency is using it to make their work a little easier. Let's bring in Ariel Yakabazi, joining us live from our newsroom. Ariel, tell us more about this effort.
Yes, Liz, the Washington County Sheriff's Office, they're using a new artificial intelligence transcription feature through their body-worn cameras. And as you mentioned, it's really aimed at making their jobs a little bit easier. And we got to see how it works today firsthand. Today, we're in a WCSO classroom testing out their body-worn cameras. They've had these for a while, but at the start of the year, they got new ones with a company called Axon. On top of a number of snazzy upgrades like evidence storage and enhanced drone capabilities, their cameras can now transcribe interactions they have during some investigations. And with the beep of a button, our test is underway.
So for these purposes, we're going to talk about drones.
Drones have become a game changer for law enforcement in a number of ways.
We spent a couple of minutes talking about WCSO drones to show how this AI service called Draft One does its thing.
Okay, so what do we got here?
Okay, so this is the transcription of the Draft One report, which is kind of our interaction. And so it's kind of putting this into that concise report that we talked about.
If this were a real interaction on the streets of Washington County, a deputy can't just copy and paste the draft report and be done with it. The service actually requires them to add specific interactions, even remove weird phrases the service intentionally puts in the report.
There is one right there.
What does it say?
During the chase, the suspect used a spell to turn the road into molasses.
Naturally, there might be some people with questions about the use of AI in policing. Like, is it completely accurate?
There's definitely that built-in tool that's going to make the deputy have to review that for accuracy. So it's not going to just be blindly submitted.
Corporal Huey says this new tech is meant to save he and his colleagues time, with hopes of ultimately making the community safer.
The vision there is that the deputies are going to be able to spend less time behind the computer typing reports out and more time out on the road serving the community.
The Sheriff's Office has actually been able to transcribe non-criminal offenses. We're talking things like crash reports and mental health reports since the beginning of the year. But starting tomorrow, that's a 60-day trial period is set to begin for select offenses like DUI, theft, trespassing, even some drug offenses. The Washington County DA at the end of that trial will then take a look at everything that they found during that trial to really narrow down if they want to keep this feature. Reporting live in the newsroom tonight, Ariel Yakabazi, KOIN 6 News.